Justin's mentioned that when he started this project, he was really thinking of something very small, 10 people at most, and going and shooting this with friends, and now it's grown to a bigger, better project, and
more friends.
More friends. Yeah.
Why would anyone want to come back from the studio system and then go to a completely independent world, no budget, arena? At the end of the day, I think what's important is, and what I find very exciting is to continue to build upon the energy that was created, build upon the community that was created during Better Luck Tomorrow.
One of the goals that we had when we started off crewing up for finishing the game was that we wanted to provide opportunities for young students and other people who wanted to get into the business.
Believe it or not, it's actually really hard to get a job as a PA in this industry. If you don't get paid well and they treat you like crap, it's still really hard to find that job. And so I think finishing the game gave a lot of young Asian American people like me an opportunity to work on a production in different aspects.
When I first applied, I thought it was just going to be, a copy runner. But then it was became a field job. They sent me out to do locations with the locations department. It became very hands-on. I felt like through this process, I learned a lot more than I thought I would. It wasn't just film, but I was learning about the Asian American community and myself as well.
If I was watching TV or a movie, they'd have to be there for a reason. They'd be the token Asian person. And it was really great seeing Breeze Liu, on the couch, it's kind of like the cock of the walk. It's really great. You never really see that in a movie.
It wasn't just the director and the script and 3 to 4 people on screen at one time. It was really this whole family working together to create this one piece of work. Finishing the game was this period piece where you couldn't really have people walking around with spiked hair.
You know what? I did get the hairstyle that I wanted, just like my brother's hair when I was growing up, and I was always really jealous. Like a young Ron Jeremy, big curly locks.
We don't have a lot of wigs or a lot of money, so we have to switch around and make sure that it'd be believable.
Jim Park and then Auden wear the same wig actually.
It was the perfect mix to have all these people together and to have 19 days where it's intense, but everybody again is just going for it.
Dance like Michael Jackson. Dance like Michael Jackson. Dance like Michael Jackson. Dance like Michael Jackson.
From Better Luck Tomorrow to today, an independent film being done by a family of committed friends. At the end of the day, the passion that's captured on film, it speaks volumes.
So in finishing the game, I play Breeze Liu, B-movie king of the Kung Fu world. But my one catch is Breeze Liu does not do any stunts. So he actually has a stunt double, which is played by Musa Kraish, who plays Raja in the movie. The problem was when we were training for finishing the game, it was quickly apparent that Raja didn't know any Kung Fu at all either. So we had to actually have to find a stunt double for my stunt double, which technically would make him a stunt triple. The problem was when we were actually shooting the Fist of Fury sequence and finishing the game, the stunt triple actually sprained his ankle doing some triple twisting move. So we actually had to find a stunt double for the stunt triple, which would make him the stunt quadruple. And what was really funny is when you watch it all cut together, it looks like one guy in that blue jumpsuit.
Cut.
When it comes to the festivals, when you make a movie independently, it's starting all over again. You have to earn your spot.
This time with finishing the game was really exciting to see how big our family has grown over the years. But because we're a known commodity, all our tickets to all our screenings were sold out.
Standing there with, looking at the cast and crew, we're all jammed in this condo. It was a very emotional moment to see that people have actually made the effort for that trek to go up to Park City to share, the world premiere of the film. But at the same time, there's no tickets to be had.
Do you guys have any suggestions or anything?
I'll wait in line for 3 hours before the movie.
I'll wait 3 hours.
There was one last shot. There's a thing before every film, the rush line, where I think 3 hours before every movie, they will release a small allotment of tickets. On the same token, our world premiere party was at the exact same time. Okay, if you have to be there 3 hours before, I'm gonna get there 5 hours before because I want to get tickets. To my surprise, I thought it was just gonna be me and 6 or 7 other people. Just about every single person on the Finishing the Game family ended up waiting in the waitlist line 5 hours before our own world premiere, and most people missed our party. And for me, I sat there and I was like, wow, that waitlist line is sort of the spirit of Finishing the Game.
Finishing the Game.
Who will be finishing the game?